Welcome everybody. In this particular presentation, we will be demonstrating you how you can create different releases under an agile project, and further how you can specify and create different sprints under each release and specify the duration of each sprint. Now let me log in as a project manager and show you what are the different entities that we have configured in this particular Agile Solution workspace. So I'm logging in as a project manager who is also an administrator of the Kovair application. Now here for this presentation we will be using the Agile Solution USCIS demo. Right under this workspace here you can find that there is an object bar, and the object bar consists of the different entities that has been defined in this Agile Solution workspace. The projects, releases, product backlogs, sprints, daily scrum meetings, requirements, test cases are the various entities. Now I would be using the term entities quite a lot within this presentation to give you an understanding about what an entity is. It's a similar concept of like a logical table in a database. You can entities are unique by its own characteristics. You can define different kinds of custom fields. You can design the you can design those fields and you can place them in custom forms. The custom forms can be assigned to the various groups of users to view information as per their choice. Additionally, you can also create different kinds of views, filters, reports, processes, and policies for each of these entities. Now, let me take you to the project entity and show you the details of a project that we will be using for this presentation. Now, here, as you can see, a number of projects are already existing. For this presentation, we will be using ABC Testing Tool Integration Project. Here are the different kinds of custom views that has already been created. You can select such a view to display the data that you want to view in this respect. So here you can see that ABC Testing Tool Integration Project has been scheduled to be completed within 6 months. So it's starting from 1st January 2011 and it's planned to be completed within 30th of June. Now let me go into the details of this project, and here is a custom form that consists of various kinds of custom fields that you can define for any entity to track various kinds of information about a particular record under that entity. Like the title, the company, etc. are the various kinds of fields of the project entity. Now the project form also consists of various kinds of custom and system sections. You can distribute your custom fields in all these various custom sections, and thereby you can grant these custom forms to various access groups so that users belonging to the different access groups can view the information with respect to their access rights and permissions. Now you can find here that under the project entity, here is the release section, which shows a particular release is already linked. This is the release Q1 2011, and which has been planned to be starting from 1st January 2011 and it's estimated to be completed within 31st of March. Now this particular project has been planned to be completed in 2 releases consisting of a 3 months period, and let's say I create another release which would be starting from April, and it's supposed to be completed by June. So let me create a new release from here. So clicking on the create new button takes me to the release add form wherein I can create a new release. So let's say release Q2 2011. Uh, the planned start date is from April, and it is planned to be a 3 months release. So April, May, June, and it's estimated to be completed by 30th of June. If you want, you can provide some descriptions also. So for the time being, I'm saving this release, and once I save this release, this particular record gets saved under the release entity. At the same time, also gets automatically linked to the project above. So here you can find that the project is now currently having 2 releases. Now further drilling down to this release Q1, let's take up this release Q1 2011 and let's go into the details of this release record. Similar to the project, also under the release form, here you can find there is a section for sprints. Now this particular release Q1 2011 has been planned to be completed by 3 sprints, one for the January, one for February and March. So the sprint January 2011 has already been created. As you can see, it's a 4 weeks sprint. The duration is 4 weeks. It's estimated to be it's already started from 1st January, and it's expected to be finished by 31st of Jan. Now let's go ahead and create a new sprint under this release. Let's create the February sprint over here. So here I am in the create new sprint form, and let's say I create the sprint as February sprint 2011. Let's say the product owner is USCIS owner. The sprint duration is 4 weeks. The estimated starting date is, let's say, February 2011, and it is expected to be finished by, let's say, 26th of February. You can specify some team members also. Let's say USCIS developer, USCIS project manager and owner, all are the team members. And let's save this. So here you can find that this sprint on saving gets automatically linked to the release as the release got linked to the project. So Kovair gives you a flexibility of creating and linking by one action at the same time. Now if we go back to the project traceability view, and look into this traceability view, so here you can find that right at the top you are having the project. Under the project, now there exist 2 releases, each with a 3 months of duration, and under the release Q1 there exist 2 sprints, January 2011 and February 2011, each consisting of a 4 weeks of duration. And in this way you can create different releases and sprints, and you can track the various work items under each of the sprints. Thank you.